This was a hugely challenging brief for anyone entering. And I admire all the people who had the courage to enter, because you have to deal with some really big topics. It's a very social topic, it's a live brief, it's complicated, it brings together different areas. And the best work came from the people who'd really thought through how they would actually try and solve that problem in the real world. So there were lots of entries which focused more on design than they did on having the idea which might make a difference. And all of the best ideas had a great insight. So they looked at the challenges, they saw the pitfalls, and they saw a way through that, and it was through insight that they did that. Some of them were also fabulously executed, and that made all the difference. And the really winning work is the stuff that has that great insight, and they also follow through with a brilliant execution. With a branding brief like this, branding is a little misunderstood, and I think particularly from students, the key thing is not to misunderstand branding with identity or with design. It is of course a component part, and the best work is brilliantly designed and used great identity components as part of it. But the branding challenge is a broader challenge. It's a social challenge, a human challenge, and the best work did think more broadly, reflected on human nature and how you might make that work. The work which didn't succeed tended to be narrow in focus, or focused exclusively on design elements, which in a brief like this wouldn't survive. A brief as rich and challenging and complicated as this generated so many different interpretations, and certainly of the winning work, there's very little stylistic conformity between those things. And so the selection is really diverse, wonderfully diverse, and also conceptually as well. People have taken very different approaches to how to solve that problem. And I think that's a brilliant outcome. It's all down to the quality of the thinking. The people who won have thought this through really brilliantly in a really mature way. Visually, in terms of expression and what they chose to do to activate it, completely different, and that's exactly as it should be.